can think yourself sick or moron or depressed. The common mistake of life that our kids and our friends have depression. That's all because network, the news of depression. Basically, if you think you're like sick, then you might be sick, and actually not. You just want to be sick. But if you think like I can be like healthy and not getting sick, then you probably won't. Because if you're trying to think that you're healthy, you're gonna eat as well like that. And you're gonna do actual physical stuff, you're gonna train your body, train your mind, train your heart that can do work for your body. So you're gonna be strong. And the second thing about the network and news is that depression. Like, if I would think like people don't like me, I don't have friends, that makes me depressed. But actually, it doesn't. We have read from internet, or network, or news, or from news, that if you don't have friends, you're lonely.
Can I do something?
You're gonna get this depressed thing and shit. Okay, go ahead, speak.
Well,
you have said
This is kinda
good.
indeed it is.
I have
Let's go all the
understood
way
it. Yeah. You know,
Someone
I
is
think,
weeping over here.
you know, I think there are two worlds in the universe. First is inner worlds. This is informational world. This is spiritual world too. And second is material world. This is physical world. And our souls always live inside spiritual world, and our bodies live also inside material world. And the universe looks like human. Universe has material body and spiritual body. I mean soul, the soul of universe, and every people always live inside soul of universe by our souls, because soul of universe is informational world.
Yeah.
Informational world is first world, and material world is external world. This is second world. it's my thoughts.
Yeah.
No, it is like macrocosmos, microcosmos, microcosmos, and macrocosmos. Macrocosmos, yeah.
Yeah. So in the country where I live, there's like people who kneel in front of God. So they come in your house and speak of God. So the first thing, what I'm going to talk with them is like, do you really believe in God? They're going to say yes, yes, yes. They're going to take the book and read some letters and words from there, what proves to you that the God is from heaven. He will come back down. But if we take the history, like, there's no such a thing as God. They believe that one guy with a big beard and long hair, that is God. He made water to wine. That's biologically, it's impossible. That you can't walk in a fucking water. That's physically impossible. But that our mind can make everything come true. So the religions made this thing up to make people believe and pay money for ministers. So where the God kneelers are. so they can make money for the country where they live in, to the kingdoms and shit. So it is all money, and the wars is all because of belief. Some of them believe in God, some of them believe in Allah, and some of them believe in stones and trees and this kind of shit. Every person have belief that they would live with. I have belief of the moon eater, because I know every day when the sun goes away, the moon comes up and shows the light of the darkness, and all the darkness spirits and things come out. But if the darkness goes, the light comes up, and the light the spirits come out. Because I believe in miracles. There are some kind of things what trying to send us information about the second world of the spirit world. You said, like, there must be something. There must be something. Our mind cannot think out these kind of things. Like, something from the history was showing us there is something other. Like scientists and big brain guys saw that in the sky there's unknown flying object, UFO. So there must be other people, other spirit, other animals in the sky from the other planets. And if you think about pyramids in Egypt, that can't be built by human. The one block weighs around 1,000 kilograms. And in this time, they didn't have the analogics to build this stone to the 19-degree angle, to a 90-degree cube. That's impossible. They didn't have the analogics. And later on, when the pyramids are ready, the one guy who got kicked in the ass with an apple find out that on Earth there is gravity. And for later on, they found out mathematics and science and these kind of things. So our mind is so powerful. So the people from anywhere else made us think that all this is possible by human. But it's actually not. There's some kind of other thing what is stronger than human, or some kind of animal. People think that human have born from gorillas. That's impossible. Gorillas have 4 hands. They have hands for the feet, what we have, like foot, or this kind of thing. That's physically impossible. We know that apes and gorillas' minds is almost as good as ours. They can learn things quickly as we do, but they can't do these kind of things as we do. We can teach animals some tricks, some skills. Yesterday I saw news that on the earth is one dog who can drive a car. That is possible. But how? That is kind of possible. Even my dog doesn't listen to me. I teach him every day. I give him treats for the skills what he have learned. But the dog isn't human. And the same as the people think about Loch Ness monster. There must be some of this. The dinosaurs didn't all die out. They evolved to other creatures. We have found bones from the dinosaurs, and other things are mammoths. They're basically elephants, but they don't need any more this hair and shit, because our weather is so warm, they don't need it. And when was the last war? They found the mammoth bones, what were old like 20 years. It still had hair on its bones and meat. So it means there must be somewhere mammoths. And about 100 years ago, they found near to Loch Ness River, Loch Ness monster's bones, or some kind of dinosaur bones. So the things must be real. But the monsters have like other dimension where they go, so the scientists and these kind of people can find them. They must have other dimension. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's. I agree. Yeah, I agree with you. You know, I think our minds is like a personal computer, and every book and every speech is like computer program, and the Holy Bible, the Bible, is computer is great computer program too. This is like a operational system. This is like Windows maybe for our minds. And if we installation this operation system into our mind, this program will set us free and wise, and we will know what is truth, and we will have courageous to do good, because if we don't know truth, we are not free, and we are in fear, because we don't know our future, and we are in fear. We are afraid all things, and we are afraid of our future. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
Jesus said, I am the way and the truth and life. And if you will know truth, the truth will set you free. Will set you free. I want to be free, free of fear, free of desires that I cannot realize. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
How can I receive it? I know if I will read the Bible, my mind will know thoughts of Jesus, and his thoughts will make me like he. I mean, his thoughts will be my thoughts, and I will know the way to go on my life. And this is my faith. I want to know the thoughts of Jesus and to do his commands.
Yeah, these things are kind of like that. If we know futures, then we don't have to worry about what we are doing wrong. Because if we know the future, then we're gonna go away from the wrong opinions or actions. So basically, if I went in school, I thought that I'm gonna finish the school, but I'm living in fear because I don't know. Can I do it? Because there are new things what probably I can't learn because I live in fear. I don't know the knowledge what I have to know to finish the school. The mind is our jail. Because our mind puts us in jail from this world, from the other world, or the third world. And so there's no knowledge about how to get rid of this jail. Once upon a time, the best man in the world who could broke out of any jail was put in jail for 2 hours. He said, "Give me 2 hours, I will be out of there." So the guards searched him through, found any lockpicks. There was nothing. He was put in jail. First thing, he was taking his belt off to take out of their lockpick. The first 30 minutes he tried to unlock the lock. He couldn't. There was like 2 hours. He still couldn't. And the 3. And the guard came, well, not guards, but the guard came and just hold from the jail door and open it because it was unlocked. This guy thought this door is locked. His mind thought that, but the door wasn't. So it proves that our mind is our jail. If we could get rid of this jail, our world is open. We can live fearless, and we can do anything and everything what we want. But there are some question marks about things what we want to do. We have to gather resources. We have to gather knowledge to do these things. But again, there is a jail, because we can't get anything to improve, to train, to get more knowledge about things. Because our mind has some kind of storage to gather all the knowledge what we need. But in my country, we said we die stupid because we can't learn every truth in the words what we have in here. We can learn the school stuff, what we need for life, but the school doesn't teach how to get through the life, to live happily. In this time, we have the knowledge that money makes us happy, or love makes us happy, or children makes us happy, or my house or my car. Everything what we can think will make us happy, but actually don't. Because if we're human or people get what they want more. So it proves that people's mind is again so powerful. He don't want that's what we already caught. So they came a people who taught us that be happy what you have. Actually, it was a God who taught us be happy what you have. But first of all, God teaches us that we don't have to fight with each other. We have to love each other. So there's no war anymore. If we love each other, we can be friendly. We can help each other. This made people happy on the first century before the crisis. This made and the after. But the people didn't want it. People wanted blood. People wanted fight, war. There was one guy who made it all. It was Napoleon. He was called Man of the War. So the first war was against Romans and Greek people. They fought many times, but still didn't get this religion what they wanted. So they had their own belief, and Romans had the God belief. The uprise of the gods from the how it's called, Jesus cross or something like that. From the rise of that, it's impossible. God was dead at this moment when he was thrown in the cave. But next day, the God rises from the death. Human can't rise from the death. People can't rise rise from death. There must be some next generation or third or fourth generation shit what is going on in there. We can put a live computer, some machine, or this kind of thing. We can fix it. We can do it better. We can fix the problems of this machine. We can put it in life again. But there's no way for the human. So it must be like other dimension creature or alien or this kind of thing, who has this technology to reset his life. But God came from female vagina, so he's human, baby. He don't have some technology in his mind or his body like his transformer or something. Lightweight, to walk on water, to make wine from water, everything like that. That's impossible. So it means God must be an alien. Do you agree with me?
Yeah. you said good, and I agree. I read the Bible contains inside literal meaning the Bible contains inner meaning. This is secret meaning of word of God, and this meaning God opens to those who loves truth and mercy, forsake the truth and mercy. If anyone loves truth and mercy, forsake people. When people see his good deals and pray his because his good deals, the truth inner meaning of words of God cannot open to him, because his mind has not right state before God. But if anyone loves truth and mercy, forsake the truth and mercy, the right inner meaning of word of God opens to him, and he can see inner right inner meaning of words of God. He can see soul of God. He can see the thoughts of God, and his mind is like God's mind, but not at all. And if we live the eternal life, we will live forever and ever. And in the heaven is not place on the earth. Heaven is many angels, and after dying, I can be angel too, and I can be angel right now when I live on the earth, because if I love truth and mercy, forsake the truth and mercy, if I do good deals, I am serving spirit, and I am fisher of men. And who is fisher of men? Jesus said, I will make you fishers of men. And fishers of men are angels on the earth. And after dying, we will
Hey,
be
fellas.
in heaven, and heaven are angels.
Hey, Jesus. Jesus.
Because heaven is not material.
Jesus, man. Find you, mister.
Who is
me?
angels? Hello. Yeah. You know,
Angels.
yeah. Who is Angels?
Keep on
Angels.
into each other, partner.
Angels is our future. Angels are our future.
Mister.
God grow up angels from humans. We are like soil. We are our souls are like soil where God grow up his seeds of angels. Sorry for my English.
No worries, no worries.
I read it in the book of Emmanuel Swedenborg. I don't know. Maybe you have heard about this book. If you type in Google Heaven and Hell book, Heaven and Hell book.
Oh, I have read it. I have read it.
Oh, it's great. It's great. I have read all his books. I have read all his books.
Oh, nice.
I'm very glad to meet you.
Me too.
I want to have you, my friends. Can you receive my request to?
Yeah, I can.
I will send you.
Okay.
that because I can understand you. What do you speak?
Okay.
It's great. It's great. That was good. That was great person, Emmanuel Swedenborg.
So if we
his book made my mind free from religious fears. And
okay.
yeah, and I read the Holy Bible on his books, and I can understand. I'm trying to understand what he means.
Try to say.
What do you think you're doing?
Yeah.
So basically, in my opinion, if we're going back to the angels, then basically what's my idea of that is human has a wing bone. So this is not some kind of coincidence. It means something. So when the butterfly borns, he are born from the small snake worm, and I think that we gonna do it as well. Like if we die, our skin will go away or something like that, and our wings are coming from the back out, so we can, our soul or our body, what other people can see, can go up. So it means, like you said, Asians is our future. So everyone after this life is an angel.
Yeah.
And we have the heaven gates. So in ancient Egypt, there was like belief that if you don't have enough resource, money, gold, or whatever like this, you're gonna go in hell. But in my opinion, that is incorrect. Because if you're gonna die and born like angel, then you're gonna reach to the heaven gates, and over there the god of the gate will look you up, hear what you are speaking, and he gonna decide do you go through the gates or not. And if you don't, then you're gonna born like a new animal or new human baby. Or if you have done many bad things, then you're gonna go in hell. This is my opinion of angel and heaven life.
You know, I had the dream 10 years before, and I see the universe is like grand man, and this grand man is Jesus. And I was searching the Google, and I was I had find the book of Emanuel Swedenborg, and Swedenborg had written about my dream. Swedenborg read about the universe like Jesus, like God, and that because I had read, I become read his book, his books, Heaven and Hell, before my dream, because my dream. We all live inside this grand man, inside Jesus, and if anyone loves evil and false, he lives always inside dirty places. He lives always is like toilet. Toilet. It is like because he loves false and evil. He's like, and this is hell. Yeah. Hell is like toilet of this grand man. I'm not sure you understand me.
I understand you.
Yeah, if you love truth and mercy, we live inside mind of Jesus. This is high place of his. The highest. We are highest, and who loves false and evil, he are below. He are in below places. Here from below, and we are from above. Above is mind of Jesus, and below is like toilet of Jesus.
That's right.
Yeah. I read the Holy Bible here in VrChat, and I play the Holy Bible. I can play the Holy Bible here. For example, listen.
In my Father's house are many rooms. If it were not so, I would have told you. I'm going there to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back and take you to be with me, that you also may be where I am. You know the way to the place where I'm going. Thomas said to him, Lord, we don't know where you are going, so how can we know the way? Jesus answered, I am the way, and the truth, and the life.
I like it. It's my favorite.
I really
book.
fucking like it.
It's my favorite
That's
book.
fucking
book
good. That's so fucking good.
You know, and I think VrChat is like inner world too. This is spiritual world. VrChat is like middle world. Middle world. There are many good persons and bad persons. VrChat is like world between heaven and hell. This is spiritual world too. And after dying, what do you think? And after dying, we will be, we will see the heaven is like VrChat maybe, but not at all. But more clearly, and there will be many possibilities than VrChat, because VrChat is world of thoughts. VrChat is world of words. This is informational world. This is spiritual world, because spiritual world is informational world. For example, I don't see your real, I don't see your real body, material body, but I can hear your words, and inside your words I can see your soul, because your soul displays inside your words.
That's great. This is so true. I fucking love it. I love you, man. No homo.
Yeah, I love it too. And I play the Bible here in VrChat, and I can have I can have any good conversations with good people here. This is great place in the universe. The VrChat. I mean VrChat. How often?
Very often find.
What?
Yeah, continue. Continue.
I'm asking you how often. How often are you here in VrChat?
It is my second time in this place. Yesterday I downloaded this game.
Yeah, it's great. You know, I think the VrChat is our first life, because we are incognito here, and if we are incognito here, we are more truly we are more. I'm here. Who I am? I'm here. That because this is my first life.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm here who I am. And in the material world, I'm not here who I am, because I'm in fear. I'm not incognito there.
I can understand you. What you mean.
Yeah, it's great. Okay, I have to go. That was good to see and hear you. That was great conversation.
Me too.
I was recording it, and I want to place this video on my YouTube channel.
Really? Thank you, dude.
Your speech was great. Your speech was great.
What is your YouTube channel?
My YouTube channel? My YouTube channel named the New Church, New Jerusalem. New Church, New Jerusalem.
Okay. I will
Uh,
remember it in my language.
it is little channel. It is little channel, but I do it because I love it.
It is. That is very good that you're doing it, because in how I say, the people need others' opinions. Most of the people say that I don't care of your opinion, but you actually do. And people learn from the opinions what the other people give to them. So it means people learn from other people. So before us, there were people who wrote the books and wrote the Bible and wrote down the word of God. So we can learn from this all, to get through the other life what we are living in, and get the knowledge what happens when we gonna die, what's gonna happen next. So from the gods, there was involving other beliefs, but there were other beliefs, but the belief of gods involves the other beliefs. So there is paradise, there is Valhalla from the Vikings, there is Allah word, and something else what I don't know yet. But the belief of God made us human, what we are. We love other people, if we can love. If our soul, our mind can make us love other people, that is so powerful source, and it makes God happy, because He made us, and we have to make God proud. So, if God is proud, then we can be proud as well. The God gave us the belief to live in. The God said, you have to believe. You don't have to fight. You have to love. So we do that. If God haven't said that love other people, be friendly, then we don't have friends. Then we don't have wives, husbands, men, or whatever. We don't have marriage. We don't have relationships. The gods made this thing so we can be happy. And this is all what human needs. Human race, animals, all of them needs. So, if God made the love, then we can give a birth to other generation. The gods gave animals the power to give a birth to another animal. So we have, if we don't have a wife or husband, then we have our soul animal. For example, dogs, cats. We love our animals, what we have, because the animals give us back the power, or happiness, or something else what we need. But the animals listen you up, and you know that animals listen you too. So you can like talk about your problems, what you have in life. The animal is listening you. But if the animal is going away, he doesn't really want to be with you. It means he's not your soul animal. So you have to find the soul animal. And there is actually another reason why animals don't want to be with you if you're talking to him. There is like you have been bad to him or other people. That some kind of means something if you being rude to other people, to animals as well. So you have to be friendly to every kind of creature who is living on this earth, and from the nature life, so we can live happily in this world. We need nature, we need food. The nature give us food. The gods made food to us, so we can live happily. The God made us wine so we can relax our minds. But people don't know what happens if you drink too much of wine. It makes you drunk, so you lose your mind. So the alcohol is drink for smart people who can drink Probably. Like, if I'm getting drunk, I don't drink no more. Because the next day I will have a bad feeling. I will have a hangover. This kind of things. The gods made us smart, so we have to be smart. We can't be dumb. But God made mistakes as well. Some of the people are dumb and each other, but there is a reason why people are dumb or not smart or with some kind of disease or something like that. Because we have the choice of the nature. Stronger will live. And stronger people will go in heaven or hell or other place. I don't even know. But the gods give us belief to love. To love other persons. To love other girls or men, all animals.
Yeah, to love one another. To love each other.
To love each other.
Yeah. This is Jesus' command. Yeah.
This is.
Yeah.
Like
if you love me,
okay.
if you love me, you will obey what I command.
Absolutely. Like by myself, I have never been in church, but I have lived from the beginning of my life with belief there's angels who's guarding me, there's gods who listen me, and the beliefs have hold me strong up. I have that knowledge that this God made me strong, who made me in this life, who gave my mother a choice to give a birth to me, to my father that he loves my mom, and for each other, and they made me. And I think this is kind of choice of the God, because first of all, if my mom was pregnant of me, the nurses said that I have Down syndrome. But when I born, I was strong. I was like a normal human baby, cute as fuck. Sorry about my language, but I am normal human person, like every one of these. Some people have some kind of curse or not. I don't want to say curse, but some kind of syndrome, so they can't be like normal human beings. So there's coming bullying to them. So the person who is kinda insecure of them, like if you would have a Down syndrome and I will bully you, that means I am insecure because you can deal with your life, you can live happily, but you have the knowledge that you have this Down syndrome, so you can't be so happy as the other people can be, but you are trying to be happy. So if me as a bullying you, so I have insecurities that how can you be happy? This is the most how to say, most insecurities in people generation, that we don't acknowledge ourselves that you can be the same happy as the other people, but you don't have the same knowledge or life or parents or animals or this kind of thing. You have to find the thing what makes you the most happy and stick with it. But you can move on with life and hold this thing what makes you happy with you. For example, if you're gonna sell your house, you were happy in there, but of the life's choices you can't be in there. So you take something from this house what made you happy with you through the next house. So this small thing what made you happy makes you happy in this house as well. For example, what may you take? like some kind of animal, some kind of picture from this house, some kind of wood piece. What memorize you the house where you lived in. And there are so many things what makes people happy, what God made us think. But there's some kind of things what make people be rude to each other, to take these things away from them. For example, thieves, robbers, I don't know even. The people who take
fires.
Yeah. There are some things what make the world take these things away from you, so you have to find again the other thing what makes you happy. And I think there must be some kind of thing what God makes for us to get away from the last or these things, to make us involved with our mind, with our soul, with our body, so we can give like some knowledge to other generation to get through with your life. Not to think like you don't know these things, so you are dumb, you're retarded, but you know some things what others don't. For example, all my classes are like, if I'm a rude person, then I would say they are retarded. They don't know how to use hammer. They don't know how to use scissors. And I do. Because my father is a good man. He teach every day to me these things what I need in future, to build my own house, to build my own family, to build my own future. And same did God. God teaches us the things what we need in future, the skills, the mind skills, the body skills. The body then transfers some kind of these things. The God gives us power. The God gives us knowledge. And so each other. I'm getting back in this with this speech, like the God is the reason why we have this life. But in Bible there are some misunderstanding places. For example, how is this possible? Adam and Eve had 3 sons, but the Bible talked only about 2. Where's the third one? And if they had 2 sons, how the generation went on and on and on and on. If they had 2 sons, how they will give a birth to other generation. Like, I don't want to say that the sons had sexual intercourse with their mother, but how can it be? That's the main question what I have in life. So if someone can explain me what happened in there, then I will be happy, because I have one thing completed. I have the knowledge what happened with Adam and Eve. I know and I have memorized almost every single thing about the Bible. But I'm not Christian by myself. I just have that believing, that knowledge of God in my mind. To talk back to a person who thinks he's a Christian, who knows everything of God. So I can teach him that you might be wrong. You're just some kind of clone. You don't know anything about the gods if you speak this kind of crap to me. So go and evolve your mind, your soul, your body to know everything about God. But you never will know that, because there's some kind of knowledge what is hidden behind the walls of the God. The God is might be or is much greater than we think. But we have these things and these thoughts in our minds, that this God or this human or this alien or each other will come down on earth and will show himself. The sensitives, the people who can see the future or can see what's happened in the house, why there are walking souls, or what people think they have in there. I believe in there is ghosts and these kind of things, but the sensitives will see them. We don't really know, do they? Because we can't see in person's mind. That's biologically impossible. But God has this power, and sometimes God reveals someone's mind, so he or she talks out something what he or she didn't really want it. So there is some kind of mind-reading trick in there, what only God has. The first ability what God has is walking on water. Second thing, making water to wine. Third thing, reborn. Fourth thing, reading minds. And fifth thing, know everything about every single person on this earth. And actually a sixth one, make human soul go back on an earth to in human body or the animal one. There are many beliefs that if the human dies, his or her soul will born like animal. This soul will go in animal's life. And once upon a time, I had a stepsister, and when he was young, she talked to her mother like he has a grandma in China, but we actually live in Estonia.
Oh, that's what I do.
So we have, or she had a grandmother in there, and she actually know her name. And my stepmom searched of this name, and it actually is a real person.
Just a tip.
Wait a moment, I have to mute this person.
Oh my.
Holy shit, I don't know what's so funny. I'm so immature. I'm sorry, guys. Proceed.
These people are so annoying.
Yeah.
There must be these kind of people. So did you get my point?
Yeah. What is your main dream in this life, and maybe, yeah, what is your main dream and your main purpose?
My dream. Let me talk about my first dream. About 6 years ago, I started with this kind of sport like LARP. It is live action roleplay, where we play Vikings. There is Vikings, army who fights for a god. There are orcs, like mythical creatures. There are very bright brothers who are all monks, and there are other kind of creatures. So my dream is to become an orc leader. This year it came true. 6 years of work made my dream come true. It means people have to work for their dreams, because dreams come true. You have to believe in them. And now my dream is that I'm gonna have a big family. I really hope I can get 4 children, wife, happy marriage, big family, not a very big house, but I want my own house. I want a lake. I want a big forest around the lake where I can go and maybe, I don't want to really say it, but hunt and catch a fish from the lake. I want my own room where I can craft some wooden objects. I have a room where I can make myself armor, medieval armor, swords. So I really like crafting and this kind of things. So I want to improve my skills in future as well. And if I can succeed, then my dream will come true. And I don't have very big dreams like I want to get $1 million or euros, or I don't want a big house and each other things like what the basic human being wants. I just want that. I want these small things. I want to be happy. I want to be loved. But to be happy and being loved, I have to make work for that.
Do you want to have?
This is my dream.
Do you want to have many friends? I mean brotherhood. Jesus said about it. Jesus said about brotherhood. I mean, I want to have it. What do you think about it?
Yeah.
Many real friends, many good friends, who lay down his life for you, who can lay down his life for you. Jesus said about it. This is this is real friend who lay down his life for his friend.
If I could find this kind of friends or friend, then I would be happy. I don't really want in life many friends, because if there are many friends, then between friends there will be some incidents and might be even fights. So I want only 2 or 3 friends, nothing more. I can be friendly with other people and I can know them, but I don't really want to be as close with them as I do with my 2 or 3 friends. So, yeah.
You know, my dream is to know English language well, and I learn English language by listening by reading and listening the Holy Bible, the New International Version of the Holy Bible, and I listen it and I read it and I repeat after American speaker. And that because my language is like religious, my lexicon. I mean, my lexicon. And I can speak about religious things because my lexicon is like religious. This is my favorite book, and I can learn English better because I know I love the Bible, and I can understand English language better when I am reading the Bible in English.
Yeah, you do. Actually, my first language is not English. My first language is Estonian.
Oh.
So they are completely different languages. First time when I read Bible, it was in Russian.
Do you know Russian language? Do you know Russian language?
A little bit, not much.
uh,
I only know how to be rude.
I know Russian language. Yeah.
Are you by yourself Russian or not?
I'm from Ukraine and I know Ukraine. I know Russian language well.
wait a minute. Like there's the other belief. Like I don't know. Russians in real life are such a great people. But if you're gonna speak with their soul, like you said in VR or some other games, then they are absolutely, I don't mean it, but they are morons. They don't know how to speak with other people. They are being rude, and these are kind of things. But these are stereotypes of Russians. But Ukraine people, they are so fun. They're good people. I really love them. I have many Ukrainian friends, and from other countries, but from Russia I don't have many friends, because I don't know how to speak with them. I know Russian. I can speak a little bit Russian, but by the person, I don't feel the connection with them. Like you have to feel connection with the person, like I feel with you. I have total soul connection with you because I know what you're talking about. I know that you're feeling me, wink. But and I feel you. These things, what we talk about, this all comes from my soul, and what you speak comes to my soul. I will remember all these things what we talk about, because talking about God makes me happy, because this thing is what will make me go through in life. It will make me successful. The belief of God is greatest power in earth, because our mind is again the most powerful thing, and if in our mind is a belief of God, then we are successful already. The knowledge of God will lead us to the end of our lives. In some periods of your life you don't really care about God, but the most common rising point of God is when some of your closest friends or some of close people dies. Then you will open your eyes and you will hope to God that He will send you back some other person who will be the same close as he was or she was. So the God is our mind, and our mind is much bigger, as the scientists will see, because the scientists only see the physical body that we have. They can see we have a heart, we have a liver, we have a brain, we have eyes, mouth, tongue, ears, but they can't see our soul. And this is sad, because they can't see inside. And we have this kind of people who will talk to you, talk about things, and if you have like depression or some kind of other things, they might can cure you, but one of them will give you just the medicine for that you can take every day to think, to make your mind think that you can get over the depression. But some of them make you awake. They make your mind work. They make you drink water. They make you move. They make you move, sorry, my bad. They make you go out with friends. And this thing cures your mind and cures your depression. The depression is human-made. Like most of the things in this earth, the knowledge of depression is so small that we made medicine for that. But actually solving the maze of the depression, the people can't do it. But one of them figure it out and look this depression kind of thing from the other side. But the most of them look it at the front, so they give only medicine. But one of them look it from the other side, so they can get closer with this person, know and get know him or her. So it means one of them have the knowledge already to cure this thing without medicine, to cure it like every person should be. Actually, depression is, I really like to talk about depression because it is kind of God thing. The God didn't figure it out, but the person did. In 21st century came out depression, in my opinion. There was before that, but the generation before 24th century, first century, didn't know anything about it. They know this kind of, some kind of thing, what people have. They will get over it, and it is done. They will be normal human being. And before that, like in 10th century, even lower, the people couldn't think about depression or these kind of things. They were the same syndromes, but they were called a little bit differently. They weren't depression or these kind of things. But in my opinion, in 21st century, the one person find out what does the word depression means and put it in the earth to know this knowledge, what is depression, like you have a stress or you have a hangover or you have like brain dead moment. So you have a depression. But you actually don't, you just are confused and you will think that is depression because news say that it's depression. Like I want to bring out the stupidest examples for that. Basically, if you pee in your pants and you don't recognize it or you don't know that you peed in pants, so you take your pants up, you smell it, if you do, and you smell like it smells like pee. So it means you have some kind of how to say, something's wrong with you. You peed in your pants. And the same is with the depression. Something is wrong with you. There are some kind of close syndromes or some kind of things with the depression. So you can think that you have depression. I don't know, this speech is a little bit weird. Maybe you don't understand it, then say it.
Yeah.
In my opinion, the God gave us the first reason to not believe in depression. Because depression syndromes are like this. You can't drink water. You're not able to. You don't want to see other people. And if someone is friendly with you, you're gonna push them away. You don't feel love from other people. You don't want to make someone else happy. You don't want to love someone else. You want to be alone. But the God gave us reason to be together, to be loved, to be friendly for each other, to make friends, to make love. And I think every single person has to read at least once a Bible in life. so they will get the knowledge of this life.
Yeah, you know,
So,
I got the audio Bible and I hear audio Bible all day long and all night long. When I sleep, my audio Bible is playing, and I'm working. When I work on my PC computer, I hear audio Bible. It is my life. It is my life, and I learn any psalms of King David. I memorized. I'm trying to memorize it. Psalms of King David, and I pray by them. For example, I memorized Psalm of King David number 90 and 35 and another psalms. I love it, and I'm trying to memorize Lord's Prayer in Book of John, chapter 17. It helps me to fight with depression, with my depression, to memorize any books from the Bible. For example, I memorized he who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. Any something I love it. I memorized the Lord's Prayer, the Our Father. You know, if you have any enemies in your life, do you have any enemies in your life? I got it, and I pray by Psalms of King David 35, for example, contend, Lord, with those who contend with me. Fight against those who fight against me. Take up shield and buckler, arise and come to my aid. Brandish spear and javelin. Say to my soul, I am your salvation. I love it. For example, I'm trying to memorize this prayer. 1 second.
You cut it out. Put your mic in.
I memorized the. Do you hear me?
Yeah, now I hear.
I memorized the preach of Jesus, for example. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called sons of God. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. It's my way. I like to learn any books of Bible.
Yeah.
For example, 1 second.
Okay.
I'm here. I'm here. Okay. I have to go. I was very. I'm very glad to hear you and to have this conversation.
Okay.
See you later. I hope to see you
One
later.
more question. Yeah, I will be back today. But what was your YouTube channel? Search of Jerusalem.
Type in YouTube New Church, New Jerusalem.
Oh, this one!
Do you see
I
it?
found it. Yeah, I see it.
VrChat,
I subscribed you.
do you see VrChat there?
Yeah, I see.
It's my little YouTube channel.
I can't wait for this video. I want to hear my own voice.
Yeah. I will.
It was yeah, speak.
I will upload this video.
Oh my god. It was so nice to speak with you about these things. I really need it.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you for
Goodbye.
that.
Goodbye, my friend.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.